Test. All right, we're good. Alrighty, I'm gonna start with. I bought two random boxes, or loose boxes, I should say. One's Tails, one is Monarch. So that's gonna be fun. I might leave the Monarch till a bit later, but I've got 2 cases of Tails plus this one loose box. So let's see if we get very lucky on the loose banged up box. This was shipped terribly, actually. I was not happy how he shipped it, but I don't really care since I'm going to open it anyway. Tails, I'll have to get reused to opening. Man, the sets are so different here. You jump between them. Alright. And cold foil is this slot, I believe, in Tails. Ooh. Starting off with a good hit. We take these. Very nice hit. If you're watching, can you just chat, tell me volume, audio, everything's, you can hear the crispiness of the packs. Hoping to hit New Horizon. Hey ASM, hey Chicken. Yeah, New Horizon is the chase legendary right now. I don't need to sleeve that. That's what I'm hoping for. Hey, for funsies. Thanks guys for telling me. I was alone here for a second. I wanted to check. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm trying to open up as much as I can before Outsiders, because as you can imagine, when that comes out, that's all you'll be seeing for a while. I'm sure no one's going to complain, but it's just fact of life. Really pumped. Also have a whole bunch of Uprising coming, which I haven't opened in a while, so that's going to be fun to get stuck in. It's still the best set to open, I feel, from a box-breaking streamer perspective. You do not go long without a hit, if that makes sense. It's always a hit around the corner in that. Hey, Vash. Hey, Andy. Yes, exactly. Andy's always something coming up. Marble Dragon. So many good cards in that. Marvel Icelander. I'm going to do 10 case breaks. Outsiders, I'm going to do 30 or 40. I don't know if I could do it all in a row, and I don't know if it'll all be streamed, but... So, because we get distribution access now, we should get the stock early. Now, I'm going to double check if I'm allowed to stream opening it early or if I need to wait to launch. But if I can't stream it early, I'll probably still record myself opening as much as I can and then post it as content later. So at least there'll be that. This is a really good hit. Voltaire. Hopefully we see a cold foil of that. Hey, Foo. Hey, buddy. But yeah, there's a chance I'll start streaming Outsiders next week, a week early. But I don't know how much, I don't actually know I don't believe I can, if that makes sense. I don't think LSS want people to be streaming anything about the set. So I might have to open in public. So I'll ask LSS. But the thing is, I don't have the stock yet, and I don't have a date for it yet, so I haven't felt the need to ask. Ooh, foil Terra Sunder. I think this is still quite valuable. So TOA's EV is still doing quite well. New Horizons only going up, actually. So, and I have a feeling Lexi is probably the winner out of... Oh, look at that. Look at that legendary Cold Foil Spellbound Creeper. This is a very good hit. This was the random box. This was the loose box. So we got a Channel Lake, Foil Terrace on a Spellbound Creeper so far. Very good box. This is why you buy loose boxes, people. It sometimes pays off. But yes, I believe Lexi's the real winner. I think Azaria is going to be good, but I think Azaria, I think Lexi beats Azaria in a match, and I think Lexi still has the best game. Just Ice in general has access to more go again as well. Not dominate like Azaria, but anyway, I think Lexi may end up being like one of the decks in the new in the Outsiders meta. So if I'm right, New Horizon is going to be super valuable. I think it's already been jumping up in price. Call for runways. Blink is not a great hit, which is surprising because it's on most classes, Blink would be an absolutely broken card. Gain an action point at instant speed like that. I wish Warrior had something like that where someone, you get Blizzard and you just use Blink to get out of the effect of Blizzard, for instance. But unfortunately, it's not played because all the Lightning decks already have very easy access to go again. And, yeah. Bolt and Shot. I believe these are decent as well because Azaria plays them. Man, I'm so pumped. Booked all the Outsider pre-release events today. I'm going to 3 this weekend. I'll try and remember. I usually, when I'm playing, I try not to record content, but I might try and record some shorts or whatever. Try and record myself opening some of the packs, because that I can do because I'll be at pre-releases, so I'll do my best. Alright, last 2 packs of this loose box. Can we get anything else? Last pack. I might leave the hits out and just get rid of the commons. Alright, nothing, no cold foil. Okay, it's a very, very good box. I definitely made money on this box. I paid less than $100 for it. And there we go. Oh no, I'll leave these out. That's what we said. Might put the Channel Lake in its own pile, because we know it's good. Alright. Wait, is this today, Fu? That's crazy. Jordan can't even win an armory anymore. All right. Fresh case. Another cool Dev, mate. I didn't use your money, our money, but it'll probably go under the shop, yeah. Because I also picked up a Monarch, a loose Monarch box. Basically, I'll open the Monarch box as soon as we get a few people in here. When I stream impromptu, spontaneously like this, I just give it some time before opening the spicy stuff. But I have a Monarch First Ed box to open. I'm very pumped for that. Because again, loose box, it could just be anything. You could get a library out of it. I think Cold Foil library is like gone up in price as well. It doesn't even matter. Ooh, foil seek and destroy in pack. What, 2? Holy moly, that's a good one. And of course, love to see some Alt Art Channel Lake action. That would be ideal. Haven't hit one in ages. The last few I did were box breaks for other people. Candle hold. Vash, I think people are just a bit delusional. Like, I'll explain. So far, when LSS has reprinted a class, it hasn't even come close to like using the card pool of other classes. Like even Starvo didn't really use. Like Starvo used a lot of cards other Ice Earth heroes weren't using. So I feel like knowing that there's a new Light Shadow set means you're probably going to get a lot of new Light Shadow tools, and I don't think the new heroes play like the old ones. Some pieces, yes, but I think people are looking at the way too obvious. Oh, that's sick, Dev. I thought you weren't going to win today, man. I just think people are looking in the wrong places for where to spec buy. Me, personally, I would be spec buying all the unplayed cards. Like right now, it's cards like Fractal, like Phantasmaclasm. Like those... Whoa. All right, I thought that green cold foil looked like a tunic. Obviously, there's no tunic in this. I got very excited. This is still a good hit. This is a good hit too, but I thought we hit a legendary for a second. I thought it was a Crown of Seeds. It's not quite a Crown of Seeds. But Cryo, that's the thing. Soul Food, I think we own 50 odd of them. I think that's a good... I think Soul Food might see play, you know? That's the kind of card where it's possible. It's possible that like Soul Food has more chance of doubling than Library has chance of doubling. If you understand what I'm trying to say, Soul Food could become a $2 Majestic. It's possible. If one of the new heroes, like let's say they do a new Bolton or a new Prism, Ragamuffin, man, there you go. Hey, I'm hoping you own one of these. If you don't, I'll have to send you. It's your card, you know. So yeah, like if you're low key spec buying, I'd go buy some foil Soul Foods. That's the that's today's lesson. It's too on the nose to go buy. Why do we need 3 blinks? Why? Hey Harley. Vash is like, John knows something. James must have told him. Let me put it this way, people, right? I don't even believe James anymore. James said the potions will be playable. I've yet to see them be playable. So, even if I had some inside information, I personally would take it with a grain of salt at this point. But go buy the unbought Light and Shadow cards is what I'm trying to say. Although some of them are very... Like Husk. I think Husk is very hard to beat. Harley, that's true. He might just know when like there's some busted merchant coming out or alchemist. The thing is, like, even if you're a dev, like, I don't think you'll find this about nearly every game. What's the quote I've heard? The devs are the best players in their game till one day after release. Look at that foil red ball lightning. It's still such a sick looking foil. I think that's a old school League of Legends when they made League like what they thought would be good. They released the game and they immediately realized they had no idea how to how to play compared to the millions of people that player. And I think you'll find that with card games too. LSS have very talented players, but it's a very, very shallow tool. Hey, German. Yeah, man, I'm trying to... My back's feeling good. I had a cortisone shot, and it's working, so... While I have nothing better to do, I'll try and open everything I own. Hey, bros. But yeah, I would, well, actually I haven't had stock in ages, German. Like, I have your cases of Monarch 1st Ed here, that's it. But I picked these up, I picked some, Everfest up. And honestly, I need to open it before we get all the outsiders in, because then I'll be completely full house again. Are you going to come help us open, German? You're a local. We missed a rare. Rare. You know, it took me forever to realize that that's like a lady lying down in between the roots. I never noticed that about the art when the set came out. Yeah, come by Saturday. From the deep, are you going, German? Because I'll just meet you there. I'll bring them. Guys, I do have a loose Monarch 1st Ed box to open if you just join the stream. I'm just... Oh, no, we're not doing midnight openings anyway, man. Like, not till launch day, but I'll do that myself. We're just opening stock the week early, so... Another Terrace Under's good. I needed the lift. Sorry. Saturday. Yes, you're taking me. That's right. Haha. Yes, you are taking me, and I appreciate that. Warm up those pack terrors? I'm confused. Box 2. So yes, German, if you're picking me up, that's great. What did you say? Stay till 4 a.m. You're talking about the box break stuff. Never mind. All good. Ah, dude, it's... Yeah, I appreciate it. So basically, I don't have a car at the moment because So the story goes like this. I ordered a car for my birthday. Present to myself. My birthday's in July. The dealer calls and says, we actually had a cancellation. Would you like your car early? So this is a second cold foil we get early in a box. It's not what we want to see. We want to see legendaries or like majestics. Anyway, I go, you know what? Why not? And so I put my car up for sale. I paid $16,000 for my car that I had when I bought it 2 years ago. Someone offered me $20,000. I took it, but now I don't have a car. And the pre-releases for Outsiders are all like an hour drive away for where I want to go. So German's going to give me a lift to one of them. Maybe Bros will give me a lift for the other. But then, when my car comes, I'll drive them around in style. Yay, band card. It's kind of a shame. I do hate seeing like Majestics banned. Commons rares or whatever. No one cares about ball lightning. I'm seeing like a cold foil weapon people actually spent good money on. Feels bad. Trade car for cards. Ah, look, Kira, I don't know about trading a card for cars. I had a nice car and I sold it. And I kind of, it was about 3 years ago and I miss it, so I bought it again. This time I won't sell it. Favorite card from Outsiders, art-wise and play-wise. Play-wise, I'm all in on Down and Dirty. The art's also cool. I think Amnesia is the best art in the set. But to be honest, that the pirate chess piece is kind of... You only bling out bad decks. Cryo, that's why my Dory deck is blinged out. No one's going to ban Twinning Blade, you know? No one's going to ban Twinning Blade, so I have all the full art ones in my deck. I can't touch them. Yeah, the Ranger chest is goated for art. Amnesia is sick. And it's cool, like, any generics with cool art just see a lot more play. So Amnesia and Down and Dirty. Down and Dirty for playability, I think, is crazy. Yes, Cryer, that's the way to think. Also, for a while there, it was time to bling out Prism. I think that window's gone now that people know. Man, I hate seeing some of these foil Majestics. They're just worth nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't play Flick Knives in Ira, but, I mean, if you're playing Ira, you're not playing the game competitively, you know, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Prism, there was a window you could bling out Prism for cents on the dollar. Oh, look, Cold Foil Runaway. So this box said double Cold Foil. Very close together. German, are you going to open your Monarch cases? You know what's crazy is German paid less for his Monarch boxes, first ed, than I paid for WTR Unlimited this week. And that made me sad. I was looking because I have his cases here, and I'm like, man, I just paid more for Unlim WTR. So sad. Actually, German, we put up Tunic to the Moon. I feel like Tunic is gonna... Tunic and Crown of Providence will eventually do what Skullcap did, I believe. That's what I believe. I think Tunic's great, but, like, for instance, Dromai would never run Tunic. Ooh, another Voltaire. Yeah, I feel like they're going the right way. Like, this Ranger chess piece, I do believe... I don't know, but I think it's better than Tunic. Maybe not in every Ranger, but it does seem better than Tunic. Because it has a little bit of an effect that... What was I spitballing the other day? You get through your deck quicker if you can constantly cycle, which is a huge advantage Oldham has. So I think a lot of good players will use that chess piece to cycle and pitch stack and kill you with combos. Especially on Azalea, I think that it's very powerful to control what cards are coming. But I don't know if it's like... But what I'm saying is the second you make a chess piece like that suddenly Azalea is using, let's say, there's a lot less demand for Tunic if you're a Azalea player, you know? Well, see, you say for Lexi it is, but Lexi's bow is instant speed, right? Voltaire is instant. So... You use the chess piece, cycle your arsenal out, then use the resource to load again. It doesn't help, though. The effects don't help. But you do create the... Like, you can create the frostbite or whatever, right? Hey, Jackson, how you doing, man? I don't know. Again, I'm not a Ranger player, so I couldn't... I can see it. Like, I can see that maybe Tunic will need... Like, if Rangers move off Tunic, that's a big chunk of Tunics that aren't being played. And I think that'll continue. That's what I'm trying to say. I think, like, I run Tunic and Dory. I really shouldn't. I hate that I ever have to. So the minute I come up with a Warrior chess piece, legendary, that has some sort of resource generation, like, if you hit twice with weapons this turn, it gets a counter and you know what I mean? Like, if it's something else... blocks better, then why would I play Tunic? And then that's what I think they'll do. Rather than make Rather than like ban or errata stuff, just make something that's a better replacement. Exactly, German. So either like the assassin one or just same thing. It could be when you play an attack reaction. It can be just a card cycle, so you can fix hands. Like, I'd much rather something on Warrior to fix my hand when I don't draw into my reactions than having resources sometimes. But I'm sure they know what they're doing. And you can see that with the Assassin chess piece. You can see that with the Ninja chess piece. That's a slot that's... They don't want to be a fortune, and everyone has to play Tunic. Nah, I don't want to see Warrior with the buyback mechanic. I don't like it. I mean, they could do it for something like Kasai, but I don't feel like... I don't want to play Dorinthia with coppers, you know what I mean? That'd be weird. But maybe that's what the new set looks like. It's maybe more equipment. Also, if they did make a light Dory, then you'd be running Vestige, potentially. You'd be running Vestige Library, maybe, with a lot more yellow reacts. Who knows? But I don't think that'd be... It just doesn't make a lot of sense to have two light warriors. Seek and Destroy, big hit. Yeah, Jackson, I agree. Like, you can see that that's part of the design space and flavor for Assassin. I don't... Like, on Warrior, the interaction with, like, blood on her hands makes more sense for, like, a cell sword, but Dorinthia is not really geared like that. Neither is Bolton. They're, like, the good hero type, you know? I don't think they don't take money for doing their job, I think. But so far, LSS has hidden, like, the flavor thing on the head really well, so I don't have any doubt though the design will be cool. All right, we got a pulsar candle hold. Look at that, cold foil. My lighting's on point today, huh? I moved the light behind me. I don't know if you can see it. It's now there. It's a bit better than it was. That's a cool hit. Yeah, that's right, Jax. I agree. Like, attack reactions on Ranger don't make sense. I do like how the game is designed. The up and downside, unfortunately, the set releases, like waiting for the Warrior set, hopefully that is in July, is still a long wait. So in the meantime, as a Warrior stan, I don't get to play a meta deck, and it sucks a little. But looking at what Rangers got this set, what Assassins got, it makes me really excited for what's coming, because holy shit, what they gave Assassin and Ranger. Like, if they just keep that flavor and they do a Warrior set next, Warrior Brute, getting that kind of treatment, I feel like Illusionist and Runeblade already have a very solid card pool. Like, the Heralds are all crazy good. The Auras, like, I think those classes have, they can flesh them out, but they were already in a good place. That's why they're living legend. But imagine the Brute and Warrior cards they're going to print. Holy crap. Because those need power, you know? But I think that's what you'll see. I think you'll see reprint Prism, reprint Chain, and you'll see a Warrior Brute set. That's what I think we're going to see in July. So I think you'll see a lot of generic Brute, a lot of generic Warrior, and then you'll see Light Shadow for both as well to help Bolton and Levia. I couldn't tell you. That's just what I'm hoping. But, you know, I was hoping for a Warrior, and I was really hoping to see, like, an adult Kasai and Outsiders. But Outsiders has told us that maybe they just... whoops, it's a foily Majestic. That they're happy to just buff the yeah, Shadow Fable makes a lot of sense since we have library. Ooh, bolt and shot foil. I think these are good. I believe. $6 foil, eh? I mean, it could just be the monastery, right? For location. The monastery versus library. That'd be cool. I wonder how they'd flavor it. I feel like they've taken a pause with landmarks because they're not even getting played. I believe library was the most played, and it was still, I think we only ever saw like one, I think, what was his name? Won a calling with Prism. I should remember his name. He's a nice guy. Hey, Eric. I do think the Ranger Fable is really good. I mean, I'll probably get proven wrong, but I can't see a pitching for disruption is bad. I wouldn't care if it was a red. Pitching to disrupt for free like that. It's crazy. Imagine the Shadow Fable cards in your banner zone cost one less. I think Granger's very playable. I just think we don't have, like, if we had an adult hero like Valda, the Granger'd be played, you know? Same as Arknight Shard. Every Runeblade would play it if you could give it to them. Tyler Horspool, that's him. It was good to see Library in play at a high-level event. How cool would it be? I wouldn't be cool. I'm kidding. It'd be broken. All right, this is the last box of this case. We haven't hit a legendary in this case, by the way. That was from the loose box, so hoping this last box has Channel Lake Frigid Altart. All right, Red Lightning Press foil is good. Yeah, I mean, Granger pretty much pitches for 4. Horizon is the L, yeah. Although Creepers is still very good value. Rampart I don't want to see. I think that's on the way down. Hey, Hero. But look, this is all speculation. I don't know. I'm not a pro player by any means. But yeah, Blood of the Drakai. See, I've played around with Blood of the Drakai a lot. You can do some silly stuff on Dromai. How do I put it? The only way to like out aggro on Dromai, if you want to actually beat a Fi player, you can play a full Draconic, especially using Rake. I've had turns for 30 plus damage where you're going Blood of the Drakai and then you're using Toma Firebrand because you get easy access to long chain links if you play. Caution I'd be happy with. Always happy with Fables. I don't care if they're worth less than the L's. I know how rare they are from the amount I open. But yeah, you can do some nutty things with Blood of the Drakai. Like, it's nuts. The card's nuts, especially you mix it with Furnace and I'm sure there's like an Emperor build. Maybe if we get another Draconic set where Emperor runs it, because it's just crazy. Hey, Vinay. It's crazy having that access to that much resources. You know, it makes like Dunebreaker. Is it Dune? No, it doesn't. Dunebreaker is not Draconic. But look, either way, I've had some silly turns with it. Absolutely silly turns with it. Dunebreaker is Draconic. I'm trying to remember what I did. It was a crazy turn because I went into Again, like I did red rake into red rake into... Oh, that's right. I think I used Uprising for the +1 to the next 4. So it was like red rake. They're coming in for 2. Oh, Blizzard's good. It's just, you can go nuts. But it's so situational. I don't think anyone plays it that way. Remember, like, all of your dragons count. And that's why it went crazy. It's like, so you invoke... Oh, there we go. There's our legendary. The one we didn't want, but look. Cold foil legendary is still... Sometimes I'm a bit desensitized because I open so much, but they're fucking gorgeous. The Rampart, when I first saw it, it was my favorite legendary to that point. Full art. It looks gold. I owned 2 gold foil ones. I think one of them's still for sale on the shop. How many viewers we got? 42. I might do the Monarch box next if you guys want to see that. But I'll quickly plug the channel. Flukeonbox.com. That's where all these singles end up. Ooh, Overflex. Is this played? Next air attack gains +4 and reload? I think so. I'm trying to remember if I've seen it. Yeah, flukeonbox.com. Jump on there. You can pre-order your Outsiders playsets. Guys, they're so underpriced, it's not funny. 99 Australian dollars gets you 3 of every... Thanks, Raymond, by the way. Just saw you in there. 99 Australian gets you 3 of every common and rare in the... So that's like all your bulk sorted. It comes pre-sorted. It's for less than the price of a box. The Majestic playset's also underpriced because it seems like there's less Majestics per box in this set. And we're honoring that price, but we will pull that down before the set comes out. We can't keep it up forever. So I think 2 of the 10 are sold. It's $8.49, so it's the price of 2 cases, and you get 3 of every playable card. At this point, you'd be getting like left and right dagger, and you'd be getting 1 of every Majestic equipment. Daniel, don't worry. None of these are in a rush, man. Ooh, Oaken foil. But yeah, also there's a crap load of singles up there. We have priced up and input all the Outsider stuff. Devi, if you're still in the chat, I think the images are up on the card gallery on FABTCG, so you could probably link those. But we don't want to... We haven't put them up for pre-orders yet. We're just waiting. Hey, Burnt... Yeah, we're just waiting till we actually have stock in hand before taking people's money for pre-orders. And also, last shout out, you can support the channel by becoming a member for $3 a month. You get the fancy icons you see there, Legendary, Marvel. I think Fable is next, but people have like another year to go of being a member. It's $3 Australian. It supports me. And you do get early access. Well, I usually let the members know when new stock is up on the site before anyone else. So if you're constantly seeing good stuff sold out, it's because I tell the YouTube members like hours early. But also they get some special discount codes. We are trying to get it to like free shipping or something. Ooh, look at this last pack. Double Majestic. Anyway, that's all the shout outs I got. I might put this away, do this loose Monarch box, and then get stuck into more Tales. Unless we want to do more Everfest, we can do that too. Actually, I might switch to Everfest. Yeah, Jax, it's really cool. Also in the new set, the cold foil chess pieces are like full art. I like that a lot. It's funny how the one box we opened is probably more value than this case. If you add it all together. That's where we hit the Channel Lake, a Voltaire, and Creepers in one box. Alright. I could have done a better job, but I'll do that later. I think I got a paper cup. Alright. Where did I put the box? Behind me. This, I think, has a tear in it too. Yeah. This is why I got it cheap, because the guy said the plastic was torn. I literally paid $100 for this. Monarch 1st Ed. $100. I think the guy's a Pokemon collector. No, I just can't sell box breaks. I can open whatever the hell I want to open. For me. I just can't sell you. I can't sell you the box break. Oh, man. Are these resealed? That opened really weird. I don't think it's resealed, don't worry. But holy crap, Monarch 1st. Let's go. So you go like 12 cards in. Rares. Yeah, Gaben. Yeah, hey, who's going to play Counter-Strike 2? Actually, first of all, who's going to play Diablo 4 this weekend? Because that's out in the open beta. And then who's going to play Counter-Strike 2 when it comes out? Because I'm most certainly going to play Diablo this weekend, even though it's pre-release. And then Counter-Strike 2 was announced-ish. It's just been confirmed. It's not like actual announcement. We have no gameplay or anything, but they're saying it's soon. And I'm kind of pumped because, you know, if you play Valorant, it's more or less a rip-off of Counter-Strike with like heroes and stuff. I don't think Counter-Strike go down that way, but I'd be really excited to see the new graphics. It's Source 2 engine Counter-Strike. It's going to be cool. It might bring me back to the game. So yeah. In other gaming news, open beta for what, Thanatos? If it's Diablo 4, it's early beta if you order like the deluxe edition, or in the US you buy some KFC burger. And then the open beta is next weekend, and the game doesn't come out till June though. But if you do all the early order stuff, you get your hands on, I think you get to access the game like 4 days earlier than everyone in June. That's D4, but you can Google that stuff, figure it out. Man, I haven't opened this set in so long. Actually, it wasn't that long ago I opened a case, was it? Ooh, Exude, 1st Ed. So what do we want? What would we like to see aside from a library? What legendaries? Man, the problem with this set, so we could hit like a full art erudition and I'd be super happy. We had a cold foil Galaxy Black or something. But what's the chase card? Husk or Footsteps? I think Footsteps is played in Dromai at least, but Husk I think is going to be an everlasting value for Brute. So like, this is the kind of spec buy I would be on. Phantasmify is broken. We got rid of a rare. Dynamo. No, we don't want Dynamo, man. Because Dynamo, no matter what, will never be the price of a Husk. Because Warriors are weak. And even like Bolton doesn't play them. Even though it makes so much sense on Bolton to play Dynamo, they're literally in the set. He just doesn't. It just doesn't work. And yeah, Kasai can beat Iceland. It's just not fun. It's not fun and it's very unlikely. Oh, that's right. For Memorial Grounds might see a resurgence if a lot of people are playing Azalea. That's the Azalea combo, right? Memorial Ground your red in the ledger back to the top. And just dominate it. And then make... Ooh, blue pulping. If only it was a red. Arcosis, that's one way to go. Welcome everyone. We just hit 50 viewers. If you don't mind liking the video while you're here, it helps inflate my ego. What do we got? Tome of Torment. I feel like for $100 we can't lose on EV. Especially when you add the like foils into shop pricing, like whatever they are, $2 a pop, then box pays for itself. But hoping to hit big. I love hitting big on loose boxes. It's the best feeling. You're eyeing a vestige. I think it's always a good idea to buy these kind of, like, vestige is probably a decent buy at the moment. I don't know if it's been one that like has jumped up in price, but Andy, don't do it, man. Don't do it. don't play Runeblade. Monarch isn't the luckiest set, that's for sure. Because it's still like a mixture of the first few sets where, you know, there's no marvels or anything. There are, like, there's what you would call marvels now, but they're so few and far in between. Like, hitting an extended art majestic in this is crazy rare. Very cool art. There's something I really like about the good versus evil, light versus shadow. What are the EA in this set, Chowder Monkey? The EAs are Mark of the Beast, Herald of Erudition, ooh, Shadow of Ursa foil, Mark of the Beast, Shadow of Ursa, Erudition, and Luminescence. All very valuable. All very strong. In their respective heroes. Like, all of those cards have had seasons where they were so expensive too. But yeah, they'll always fetch money. They're very hard to get. Well, Alt-Art Galaxy is not a extended art, but yes, it's even rarer than it's rarer than, I think it's just as rare as the library, to be honest, in my experience. And all the other crazy crackheads that have opened the set. Gallantry Gold cold foil. It's a nice little hit. At least we got a cold foil. Foil Talisman of Dowsing? Yeah, probably. You don't see these often, that's right. You know, this was the spoiler for the next set. It had some text in it. Does it say something about Kingdoms, which was the code name for Tales of Aria? Alright, was short printed? Should I put it out? How much are these? How much is a foil Talisman of Dowsing? I can't see that it's very valuable because it's not played. But yeah, how much are they? We talking like $5, $10? Or are they crazy amount? Oh, look at that. Foil Genesis. This used to be an absolutely massive hit. I wonder what it's worth now. Alright, this is the last pack. $2.30, man. You got my hopes up. What's a foil Genesis worth? First ed. It's got to be worth something. Oh, look at that. Seeds of Agony. So, we didn't get a legendary. We did get a foil Seeds of Agony. How did we go? I mean, it's not terrible. But what's the Genesis worth? Since it's probably the biggest hit. See if this box paid... yeah, well, $6. Meh. Used to be a big hit. I'm sure it was like $20, $30 back in the day. But again, this was a cheap, loose box I bought. No regrets. Mind you, this would have been the box to keep for a draft, I guess. But I'm not that smart, and I don't like drafting. All right, poll time. You guys vote. I'm going to have a 5-minute break and walk around. Let me know what you want to see me open. How do we go? Well, it's 50-50. I'm going to do Everfest. Since I packed up all the Monarch anyway, let's make fresh packs. I might just do the one case and then call it a night. But I'm streaming a bit more often now, so I'll space it out. Maybe I'll do a giveaway next stream. I will do a giveaway next stream. Yes, Soraya will be played with the new Light Illusionist for sure. Well, it's very obvious that the next Light Illusionist is going to be very much ward based, which are prismatic shield, but also I think Soraya's ward, right? All right. We just want good Majestics. That's all we ask for with Everfest. What did we hit? We hit a Skull Cap the other night. No Cold Foil Legendary. We hit a Earthlore Bounty. It's all up on the shop already too. Earthlore Bounty Extended. A couple of Arcane Lanterns. Yeah, but we didn't hit any other other legendaries. But it's all about the Majestics anyway. Ideally, you hit a couple of the, like, Swarming Gloomveil. Foil is high value, for instance. Teklo Pounder foil is good value. How old's your boy, Robert? Oh, well, we also didn't hit last time is a Extended Art Majestic in this set. They're worth money. Wildfire. Is it Wildfire? Yeah. And Pulverize anyway. Payload. Oh, here we go. Tri-shot foil. I don't know if that's super played. I don't think it is, but that's like the snapshot build or whatever, right? Yeah, Winds of Eternity is not bad. I think the bad one's like Knick-Knack. Is that the one you could get extended art that no one plays? Yeah, Twidgy it might be. That's why I was wondering. Swing Big's always a good hit. People wonder why it's valuable. It's probably one of the most overrated cards in the game because it's a 2 for 8. The only other 2 for 8s are like Illusionist with Phantasm. This can't be popped. The reason it's overrated is if you block it, you get a Quicken, but man, no one wants to block 8. It demands 3 cards or 2 with armor. It's a little bit busted. Twidgy. I think we have 1 spare. Do we still have that foil Swing Big? They're very hard to pull. They're like impossible to pull. Twidgy, yeah. We pulled 2 in one night. That was crazy because we hadn't seen them in like 20 cases. Whoops. Hunter Cross Trap's hilarious with what? Yeah, Swing Big should have been an EA. It's actually quite cool art, really. This might see a resurgence since Benji got another specialization, maybe. Yeah, but why is Hardened Cross Trap hilarious with Swing Big? I'm confused. Like, what you're rolling to just... I'm confused. Is Hardened Cross Trap the one we can't play? The one that just gives 2 all the time? Or is that something else I'm thinking of? Right. Yeah. Zero card for 8, yeah. Is that playable in CC? It's not even playable in CC, is it? Or it is? Stack with 3 beat counts. Bingo. Right, if you're doing a combo, it's probably crazy on Brute, yeah, because it can represent like a guaranteed 8 damage, can't it? If you're quad intiming. There's a Wildfire. Ooh, what did we get? Pouncing Links. That's not bad. Cold Foil. Robert, we do we still have any tunics? I pulled a Rainbow Foil yesterday. We might have a white border one on the website still. Maybe. True. If you are quad into me, you're probably hitting for more than 8. I'm saying the 2 is probably going to equal at least 8 damage, even like a Romping Club swing. Alright, box 1 is done. Not too shabby with the Cold Foil Majestic there. So is this 8, 9, 10 Majestics? Yeah. Big difference with Outsiders, huh? Big difference. If Outsiders is only 5 to 6 Majestics, Majestic's going to be expensive in that set. Very good card. Again, insanely above rate. 1 for 7. This gets go again on Prism, old Prism. Or does it? No, it's only Light Illusionist, maybe light cards. But either way, they pop that. You just pay into Phantasmal and keep going. That's the foil. Kafrika, hey buddy. I am attending 3 this weekend. Hey Lemon. Hey Jens. Is Jens who you reminded me of? Cardboard Guide? Is that the Jens I'm thinking of? Yeah, Arcos is this weekend. Yeah, it is this weekend. The 17th. Yeah, I hear you, Jackson. I don't. The problem is, like, I own a single store, and that's what we're like thinking of more than the opening experience. But yes, hopefully the Majestics hold some weight. Like, it sucks that there's 50-cent Majestics in the world. You know, there's a foil wildfire, but we always hit foil pulverized, foil wildfire, never the extended. Lemon has been released in more than 4. It's been released in WTR twice. It's been released in Crucible of War twice. And then it's been released in History Pack White Border and Foreign Black Border. All the languages. So, yes, Tunic is in Crew Unlimited. So it's been released more than 4 times. There's a lot of Tunics in the world. I genuinely believe a lot of them have been bought out and are sitting in a couple of dickheads binders. I've made a video about that. It's funny because people flamed me for that video, and now everyone's making videos about that same topic. But I like stirring. It's part of the fun. Unfortunately, I went out of my way to buy like 20 cases of white border, and we hit like not enough tunics. We were hoping to hit a lot, and we hit, I think, 3 in the end only. But maybe I'll go through that exercise again. The thing is, we have a lot of white border cards that haven't sold. So, like, we have 27 Command & Conquer white borders. Maybe at some point we'll do a white border clearance sale and just buy more white border, hopefully open some more cheap legendaries, you know. The EV is great on it, especially now that we can buy from distribution. It's even better than what we were doing at the time. What do you reckon, Dev? Should we do a white border sale? 20% off white border. See people to buy some cheap Command & Conquers. The pricing's already good. It's just not as cheap as you'd want it, but nothing else. I don't know what he means. I'm trying to remember what I asked him as to the answer being nothing else. But Striders for 120. What are the Striders up for? I'm sure we have white border Striders up. Well, I think that's the one legendary we hit the least of. We hit so many Scabbies. Dreadbore, I think Assassins and Rangers, like, their weapons are just, you fill your sideboard. I feel like Dreadbore maybe still has some play, right? In certain matchups. What does it say? Arrows you control, defense reactions can't be played from hand this chain link. So I'd imagine if you're Azalea, that into Riptide. No, maybe. I'm just realizing, is this the first extended art we hit? It is. It's a bit not good, huh? So open a whole box with no extended out. Or I've missed it and it's in the foil pile. Yeah, so like Riptide might play it. Also, you know, Azalea herself is doing Dominate, which sort of limits blocking enough. You know, she dominates for 10 quite often. Which you're not really de-reacting a 10 attack. Hey, Joel. But I don't know. Again, Ranger's not a class I play. I've never played a Ranger. So I can only speculate. It's a good Majestic. Really? I feel like... Anyway. I know, like, Merciless Battle Axe is not playable on Dory, so I can imagine they've printed a weapon that's just not ever better than the other options. What do we think of Castaway? Do we think that's good? Is that definitely going to be Riptide's weapon? Because the cold foils are selling for a lot, and it feels like maybe that's the weapon you play anyway because of the abilities on it. Alright. How much are the cold foils selling for? What are we selling them for, Dev? Like 40, 45 Australian? Which is a lot for an Armory promo. I'll buy them off you. I've been buying all of Len's cards, Jackson. I'll buy yours too. $65 for the one we have, yeah. They've been selling like instantly. So some stuff's just been selling the second we put it up. Hey, Adam. Yeah, Jackson, you're right, because the player count will go up, but the store count will go up slower than the player count. So Armory promos, it depends on the promo too. Depends on the promo. I think good promos, like when the blue auras came out, they were just so good and playable that they were immediately like $50 each or whatever. And it's just, I think, a matter of what promo and when, which is hard for them to gauge. Ooh, Rain Razors. These have gone up in price a lot. Do you buy singles for my show? Sure do. You can email John at flukenbox.shop with a list. Ideally, it's in a spreadsheet, and ideally, you've priced it already. And please put in rarity and if it's foil or not. Like which set it's from, if it's first ed or unlim, and we will send you back a price pretty quickly. I do those myself too, and I'm getting quite quick at it. You only 1-2 sets, mate. We have like 4 sets on the site. Go buy them, Jim. I saw the Bravo and I was like, Marvel. It's not. It's just the token one. Actually, you know, there is a way I think, ooh, look at that. So foil Frostbite and then Crown of Reflection cold foil. So far 2 Majestic cold foils. That's nice. Yeah, Lemon, we ship all over the world. It's only 16 Australian to ship to New Zealand. It's nothing. First Ed foil Aetherwind, is it? Sometimes stuff on our site is priced not to sell, if that's where you're looking. I actually adjusted some of our high-end stuff today, but when we only have one of something, we sometimes leave it up high. Some of it we're in no rush to sell, so we leave it up. But if you're like really interested in buying something high-end on the shop, PM us or email the shop, and we can always look at the pricing. Ooh, fire-breathing foil. Yeah, we do manually price our stuff, so if we're not sure, we err on the side of caution. But also, I don't think there's many single shops in the world right now that have more stock than us, other than a handful in the US, so we also set our own pricing, you know. 2 packs left in box 3. Three alpha ones. Dev, what I updated today were some of the Cold 4 heroes. I think some of them were like 2 or 3 grand, but I found card market pricing for a bunch less, so they got updated. If anyone's interested in a Cold Foil Katsu, what was the other one? Cold Foil. Was it Viz? Maybe Viz? Those prices got reduced. No, I'm just saying, like, I was doing some research, but also I think you were sleeping. I was going to call you. Just check them. The last 2 ones I adjusted. I didn't adjust by too much, but I don't think there were listings on anywhere else but Card Market. What's their first ad? Bloodsheath Scalita, because what I'm saying is Card Market was a lot cheaper than us, not higher. I love how we're having a business discussion in a stream. People are going to jump on and buy the cards knowing they're cheap now. Yeah. You know what? I was very happy today, guys. I finally sold one of my Rudy slabs for $600. I was so happy. Like, I've lost so much money on that whole debacle. Please go buy my Rudies. They're so cheap. Yeah, Earth of Steel. So we've had some really wonky warrior support, you know. I think that's like a Kasai combo card, but Lemon, that's right. So I was doing paid box breaks. If you subscribe to channels like Alpha Investments, he does it a lot for his patrons. So yes, I would open the box for you and then ship you all the contents or just the rares or whatever. €40. Maybe the pricing in Euro is like so different to the US. But I mean, also that sounds like that's odd, isn't it? Are you sure that's the cold foil one? Because that is dumb if that's true. Cold foil Majestic crew equipment is obviously hundreds of dollars. Not, it'll never be that cheap. Well, it's unlikely to be. Foil cash out. Nah, demand wouldn't be funky. Just shouldn't. Oh, gotcha. The non-cold foil. Yeah, but don't worry about that. I'm talking about cold foil Katsu, cold foil Viscerai seemed high. I know because I was doing a costing and our own costing sheet was giving me weird numbers because of TCG player pricing, and our listed pricing was like $1,000 difference. So that's why I checked it. Alright, we're halfway through the last box. Man, it's so hard to hit a legendary in this set. Fuck me. Like, we only hit a non-foil skullcap. This is maybe the third Everfest case. Claws aren't too expensive. But Courage Cold Foil is so beautiful, man. You should really invest in one. It's one of the best looking armor cards in the game. All the chest pieces metallic. And it does go in more than one deck. Did we get a Cold Foil Dreadball? We did not. No, we didn't. Yeah, we got a non-foil Dreadball. Hyping Amulet of Ignition. What does that one do? If anything, I would have thought Warfare would be the one getting hyped. Blow up arsenals. Reckon we can get something good in the last 4 packs. Cost 1 less. Rock. Oh, maybe. Whoa, foil Revel. I don't think it's as good as the foil Swarming, but I like to see it. Fire breathing. Last pack. Nothing. Of course nothing. Alright. I'm calling it there. But I'll be back soon, don't worry. Thanks for tuning in. Maybe I might stream tomorrow again, we'll see. I have a whole bunch of stock. Thanks for tuning in. Chat soon.